Hi there, I'm Miss Laura with the Wichita Falls Arts Council, and today we are going to make a paper apple. To do this, we'll need 2 full sheets of construction paper in the same color. If you want to make a red apple, then use red construction paper. I'm going to use this pink here. We're going to need a 1/4 sheet of the cream cardstock. It may have come in half sheets, but if you cut them in half, we can all start with a 1/4 sheet. I'm going to be using a pair of scissors today, a pencil, a black or brown marker or colored pencil for one of the last steps, and a lot of glue. So I'm using a glue stick. Liquid glue is also fine. Okay. So to start, I'm going to grab my 1/4 sheet of cream cardstock and fold it in half. It's a heavier weighted paper. It's a lot thicker than normal paper. And we're going to use this to make our template. So now that I folded my piece of cardstock in half, I need to draw half of an apple starting on the folded side so that I can cut out on that line to create a full apple shape. So again, starting from the folded side and not the open side. Zoom in. So with my pencil, I'm going to start on the folded side. Draw half of an apple. It's going to kind of look like an ear. Because it's a pencil, I can erase and modify my shape. Once I'm happy with my apple shape, I can grab my scissors and cut out on this line. It's a little bit like a heart. I'm going to trim a little more off. Okay. Scraps, put them to the side. I'm also going to put my apple template to the side too. And the next step is to prepare our construction paper. And we're going to do that by folding both of them in half, hamburger style, and then using that line that we folded as an indicator for where to cut. We want to divide both of these sheets in half. Again, starting by folding both papers in half. Then opening them up. And then using my scissors to cut on that crease that we just made. It doesn't need to be perfectly cut in half. We're just trying to get 2 closely sized pieces of paper out of our fold papers. Now that both of my pieces of colored construction paper have been cut in half, I'm going to take each of them and fold all 4 of them hot dog style. Got a good crease. There's one. Folding all 4 hot dog style. And these ones I will not cut into just yet. I'm going to locate my template. There it is. I'm going to fold it back up. And I'm going to use this template to trace apple shapes onto my 4 hot dog style papers. So I'll start with one and I'll zoom in. Okay. I like to start at the top of my construction paper, the folded construction paper, and see how many apples I can trace down the line. I'm lining up the edge, the flat edge of my apple template with the folded edge, not the open edge, of my colored construction paper. And I'm going to take my pencil and using my template, I will trace as many apples as I can fit while lining up my template's flat edge with the folded edge of my construction paper. Looks like I can only get 2 of them on here without overlapping because we do not want them to overlap. So it looks like I can get 2 from each sheet. I'm going to continue tracing onto all 4 of my hot dog style folded construction papers. Make sure I know which side is the folded side. Once I've traced my apple template onto all 4 of my folded papers, I, just like this template, can cut out on the pencil line that I've created to create little replicas of my template. And I'm going to cut all of them out. At this point, I have cut all of my construction paper apple slices out. I am just about ready to glue everything together. But before I do that, I'm going to take a brown marker and draw a few seeds in my template. 5 or 6 seeds on each side, little tiny ovals. And I'm doing this because the template will be part of our final apple shape. It will be our open slice. I'm going to get ready to glue all of this together. And I'm going to do that by making sure all of my pieces are folded closed, and all of these are folded closed. I'm going to fold this template closed, and I'll start with my template to start gluing. So my template is folded closed. I'm going to apply glue with a glue stick to the entire top area of my folded template. I'm going to grab another piece. I'm going to line it up so they're facing the same direction, and then stick it right on top. Press down and repeat. So I'll apply glue to the entire top portion. Grab my next piece, line it up to make sure everything's facing the same direction. And I'll keep gluing like this, one on top of the other, applying glue to the top of the stack and adding the next piece until all of my pieces are glued together into one stack. Make sure you're getting to the edges. You don't want little pieces coming apart. Lining up, gluing to the top of the stack. I'm gluing on my final piece. I have run out of pieces to glue. I need to do one more thing now to finish my apple so that it stands up the stack. I'm going to need to glue this top piece here to the bottom of my stack, the one with the stencil for the template. And I can do that by applying glue to the top as if I were adding another piece. Picking the stack up, grabbing the piece on the bottom, and then sticking it to the top piece. Right, bringing it around, just going with my fingers, really making sure that they are stuck together. Then I can spread out this apple's wings so they're more evenly spaced. And now I have my little paper apple. You'll find that the more pieces you use, the fuller your apple will be.